Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man walah, amma ba'd, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I will be sharing with you a poem which was written by one of the famous shu'ara poets of Bilad al-Andalus, the Iberian Peninsula. This sha'ir was a faqih, he was a jurist, he was well known for his knowledge. He is none other than Abu Ishaq Al-Ilbiri rahimahullah. His name was Ibrahim ibn Mas'ud Al-Tujibi Al-Gharnati Al-Ilbiri. Abu Ishaq Al-Ilbiri rahimahullah wrote this poem for a man by the name of Abu Bakr. Now the scholars and historians have differed regarding who this Abu Bakr is. Some were of the view that Abu Bakr was a friend, a companion, while others were of the view that Abu Bakr was the son of Abu Ishaq al-Ilbiri rahimahullah. However, the strongest view, and Allah knows best, is that Abu Bakr was a friend and companion of Abu Ishaq al-Ilbiri rahimahullah. And Abu Ishaq al-Ilbiri makes a number of references to Abu Bakr in his poem. For example, he says, أبا بكر كشفت أقل عيبي وأكثره ومعظمه سترت فقل ما شئت في من المخازي وضاعفها فإنك قد صدقت. He says, أبا بكر أو أبو بكر كشفت أقل عيبي, you've exposed the least of my faults, my shortcomings and deficiencies. وأكثره ومعظمه سترت, and you've concealed the majority and bulk of them. فَقُلْ مَا شِئْتَ فِيَّ مِنَ الْمَخَازِي, so say whatever you wish about my disgrace. وَضَاعِفْهَا, and multiply them. فَإِنَّكَ قَدْ صَدَقْتَ, for verily you have spoken the truth. This poem was written as a nasiha, as a piece of advice to Abu Bakr. And in it, Abu Ishaq al-Ilbiri rahimahullah advises Abu Bakr to focus on seeking knowledge, Islamic knowledge, and he advises him not to be attached to this dunya, this world and its luxuries, and to focus on the akhirah, the hereafter. And despite the fact that this poem was written for Abu Bakr, it's also an advice for us. And it continues to serve as a reminder till this very day, despite the fact that it was written hundreds of years ago by Abu Ishaq al-Ilbiri rahimahullah. So I'll be going through this poem, I'll be reading it and offering a translation as well as a brief explanation. So he begins by saying, rahimahullah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. تفت فؤادك الأيام فتى وتنحت جسمك الساعات نحتا وتدعوك المنون دعاء صدق ألا يا صاح أنت أريد أنت أراك تحب عرسا ذات غدر أبت طلاقها الأكياس بتا تنام الدهر ويحك في غطيط بها حتى إذا مت انتبهت فكم ذا أنت مخدوع وحتى متى لا ترعوي عنها وحتى. Abu Ishaq al-Ilbiri rahimahullah begins by saying, تفت فؤادك الأيام فتى, the passing of days crushes your heart into crumbs. وَتَنْحِتُ جِسْمَكَ السَّاعَاتُ نَحْتًا, and the hours carve away at your body, meaning that time is eaten away at you. وَتَدْعُوكَ الْمَنُونُ دُعَاءَ صِدْقٍ, and death calls out to you in earnest. أَلَا يَا صَاحِ أَنْتَ أُرِيدُ أَنْتَ, O friend, it is you I desire, it is you. Al-Manun, which is al-Maut, death, is something which each and every one of us will face in this dunya. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم كل نفس ذائقة الموت. And Allah Jalla wa Ala says, وَلَنْ يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهَا وَتَدْعُوكَ الْمَنُونُ دُعَاءَ صِدْقٍ أَلَا يَا صَاحِ أَنْتَ أُرِيدُ أَنْتَ. And Allah Jalla wa Ala also says, وَجَاءَتْ سَكْرَةُ الْمَوْتِ بِالْحَقِّ. And then Abu Ishaq al-Ilbiri rahimahullah goes on to say, أَرَاكَ تُحِبُّ عِرْسًا ذَاتَ غَدْرٍ, I see that you are in love with a treacherous bride. أَبَتَّ طَلَاقَهَا الْأَكْيَاسُ بَتَّا. So al-Akyas, meaning those who are intelligent, have divorced this bride. And what he means by bride here is this dunya, this world. It's a metaphorical meaning. He's saying that this world which you are in love with, men who are intelligent, those who are intelligent have divorced this dunya, an irrevocable divorce. أَبَتَّ طَلَاقَهَا الْأَكْيَاسُ بَتَّ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes this dunya in the Quran by saying, Allah Jalla wa ala says, وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. أَبَتَّ طَلَاقَهَا الْأَكْيَاسُ بَتَّ. Whom the intelligent men have divorced irrevocably. And the irrevocable divorce is a divorce in which a man divorces his wife 3 times and he is not allowed to marry her. It is not permissible for him to marry her until she marries someone else. As Allah Jalla wa ala says in the Quran, فَإِن طَلَّقَهَا فَلَا تَحِلُّ لَهُ مِن بَعْدُ حَتَّى تَنْكِحَ زَوْجًا غَيْرَهُ. So Abu Ishaq Al-Ilbiri rahimahullah is advising Abu Bakr here that you need to separate yourself from this dunya. You can't be attached to this dunya because this dunya is treacherous, as Allah Jalla wa ala mentions in the Quran. And then Abu Ishaq Al-Ilbiri goes on to say, تَنَامُ الدَّهْرَ وَيْحَكَ فِي غَطِيطٍ بِهَا حَتَّى إِذَا مِتَّ انْتَبَهْتَ. Woe unto you, you sleep through life snoring, meaning that you are heedless, thinking of her until such time as you die and awaken. بِهَا حَتَّى إِذَا مِتَّ انْتَبَهْتَ. Meaning that when you die, then you will see the reality before your very eyes, which is the akhirah, and what you have put forth in terms of your amal, your actions. فَكَمْ ذَا أَنْتَ مَخْدُوعٌ وَحَتَّى. Oh, how deceived you are. مَتَى لَا تَرْعَوِي عَنْهَا وَحَتَّى. Will you not hold back from her until when? So in these few lines which Abu Ishaq Al-Ilbiri rahimahullah has composed, he is warning Abu Bakr about the dunya, the world itself and its luxuries, and how deceitful it is, and how time passes by so quickly. And time is something which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in the Quran. Allah Jalla wa ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم والعصر. Allah swears by time. إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. Indeed, man is in loss. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Except for those who believe in Allah and do righteous deeds and do good deeds. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. So we can see just in these few lines which Abu Ishaq Al-Ilbiri rahimahullah has composed, he covers a number of themes. It is a reminder, it is an advice to Abu Bakr and to us as well. بارك الله فيكم وجزاكم الله خير والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.